Welcome to Comic Construction. Let's check out the build, art, and story of JSA The Golden Age Deluxe Edition by James Robinson with art by Paul Smith, color by Richard Ory, and lettering by John Constanza, published by DC Comics. This is an oversized hardcover at 7 1/4 by 11 1/8 inches and has 200 pages. The dust jacket is 4-color printing on a glossy sheet. It's kind of hard to show you that because I do have it under a broad art cover, which I did tape shut, so you can't easily take that off. The actual book cover is an uncoated board, and the title of the book is embossed on the front, and there's also embossing on the spine. The binding is sewn with a black head ribbon and a rounded spine. The interior sheet is a really nice uncoated stock. I adore this sheet. And this is a weird design decision. This shows the JSA team from the 2000s rather than the actual Golden Age. So I'm not sure why that decision was made. The construction of this book is a highlight of the DC library. Paul Smith's art is interesting in that it is not what I think of when I think of his art. The work here is much more realistic and detailed than his work in Uncanny X-Men, which is a more minimal style. The difference might be that he inks himself in the Golden Age. The art provides a very grounded feel for the story. It's nicely rendered and very effective. And while the art is more grounded and realistic than some of his other work, some of the layouts are really groundbreaking. I enjoy the art, but it is very different than what I would consider his signature style. And I can't talk about the art without mentioning the colors. Richard Ory's colors are amazing, and they really sing on this uncoated sheet. There are pages with Our Man in which his yellow cape and colleges glow. It is amazing work and really drives the mood. The book opens with flashbacks to World War II, and those are rendered in grayscale. As the narrative moves into the story's present of 1947, more colors are added until the work is fully colored. It's such a nice touch and a really cool storytelling element. James Robinson tells a compelling story in the Golden Age that explains the end of that era and modernizes it for the 90s comics world. Post-World War II, the mystery men start to disappear. The narrative follows Paul Kirk, the manhunter, who is being hunted and clearly has post-traumatic stress. Johnny Chambers, the hero known as Johnny Quick, is now a filmmaker. Alan Scott, the Golden Age Green Lantern, is now focusing on his newspaper business and fighting the House Un-American Committee to protect his employees. Ted Knight, Starman, is in a psychiatric hospital, a broken man due to his contributions to the atomic bomb project. Rex Tyler, Our Man, is dealing with being an addict and how Miraclo is less effective for him lately. And then finally there's Tex Thompson, Mr. America, who's back from the war and is a rising political power trying to push the U.S. to the extreme right. I don't want to spoil any of the story because it really needs to be read and experienced. While this book was launched as an Elseworlds tale, some of the story is treated as history in Starman, Robinson's seminal work. Reading this book and understanding it as the history of the JSA as they exist in Starman really enriches that series. The Golden Age is a great series, and you will find a love for the Golden Age DC heroes after reading it if you don't already have that in you. Thanks for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and share with a friend.